Good morning, students. I hope you all are fine. Here we start our fourth lecture from chapter Principle of Inheritance and Variation. Beta, today we describe here two topics, complementary genes and multiple alleles, and both are very important for your boards, okay, for your knowledge also. So as you see in your slide, there is a complementary genes, okay. So many times there is question raised in board that what is the ratio of complementary genes. So the ratio of complementary genes is 9 ratio 7, okay. So here please understand carefully. In this type of interaction, two separate pair of genes interact to produce the phenotype in such a way that neither dominant is expressive unless the other one is present. Means the effect of one dominant must be complemented by the other dominant for expression. It means the dominant phenotype is expressed only when dominant genes of both pair are present. This type of inheritance was discovered by W. Batson and R. C. Punnett. Okay, this is very important. Note it also. Many times the question is raised like who discovered complementary genes. So this type of inheritance, this type of complementary genes was discovered by W. Batson and R. C. Punnett in sweet pea, and the scientific name of sweet pea is Lathyrus odoratus. Okay, Lathyrus odoratus. Please remember its name because I think 99% there is chances to be get know about it. Okay, so when two certain white flower variety of sweet pea, okay, are crossed with each other, they produce F1 plants with purple flowers. Means the F2 generation produced by self pollination of this F1 plant, it consists of purple and white flower plant in the ratio of 9 ratio 7. Means this is the modification of normal dihybrid ratio which we describe in independent assortment Mendel's law. That ratio is 9 ratio 3 ratio 3 ratio 1. Here the formation of purple anthocyanin purple pigment depend upon two independent factors C and P, and both of these factors must be present to produce the purple color, neither by itself producing the color. So the flower color expression in sweet pea can be explained in the following way. And here purple color means anthocyanin is synthesized by the series of biochemical steps involving separate enzymes. Means the formation of each of these enzymes is determined by separate gene. Like as you see, gene P is its dominant, and from control the last step when the colored pigment is produced. So like precursor is white, then intermediate compound white and enzyme C, and then intermediate compound Y for white, and gene P is enzyme B. Means gene C is enzyme 1 and gene P is enzyme 2. Okay, and then this color is produced. So the functional enzyme 1 and 2 in the above seen are formed only when genes C and P are in the dominant state, as you see in your screen. Either of these in recessive state, small c or small p would not form anthocyanin and hence no color, means it is white. So in this case, one of the white flower plant has the genotype capital capital C, small p, and the other small c, capital P. Means the offspring of their cross, capital C, capital P, small p, will develop purple color because both the dominant C and P are present together. So the F1 offspring will form four kind of gametes: capital C, capital C, small c, capital P, and small c, small p. So the result of the cross between two F1 plant is so like that, which is I represent your in your screen. Okay. So there are 9 F2 plant which have both C and P, and these are therefore purple. The other 7 have either C or P along with our white. Okay. So this explains the 9:7 ratio, which is obviously a modified dihybrid ratio, 9:3:3:1, in which the last three classes are phenotypically indistinguishable, means all being white from one another. Thus, when two genes interact in this way to produce a character of different one, and one each produce when alone, they are called complementary genes. Okay, I hope you understand better. This is very important. Okay, now this is multiple alleles. It is also very important, 99% important. um, what is multiple alleles means, like uh, some genes however may occur in more than two allelic forms, and these allelic forms are collectively known as multiple alleles. Means most genes occur in two alternative forms, and both influencing the same trait and occupying the same locus. Locus means location of chromosomes. So same locus in homologous chromosome. Such different form of the same gene are referred to as alleles. Means a set of multiple allele may contain 3 or 4 or even up to 20 or more members, which essentially occupy the same location in homologous chromosome. All the members of a set multiple alleles are in fact the mutant from the same gene. In a set of multiple genes, one member is always dominant and one is always recessive to all other. Means the former is denoted by a capital letter, while the latter is denoted by the small letter. Means all the other alleles are also denoted by corresponding small letter, but with suitable superscript which indicate that character. Okay, means all the members written in series or sequence which are such that each member is dominant to all those which are written after it and recessive to other written before it. Like as you see in your screen. Okay, so ABO. ABO blood types as an example of multiple allele. This is the most common and favorable example of multiple allele. A well-known example of multiple allele is ABO blood type in human. Carl Landsteiner, please remember it and note it. Carl Landsteiner in 1900 discovered that blood in all person is not alike, and hence clumping or agglutination occur on mixing blood of certain person. Okay, means he grouped blood under four category on the basis of the type of proteinous substances. Now, means this one is called antigen, means found on the surface of red blood corpuscles. Okay, means agglutinations or agglutination antigen are two types, A type and B type. When A type antigen is present, the blood group is said to be A. When B type is present, it is called B. And when both the antigen are present, as you see, it is known as AB. And when neither is present, it is said to be O. So three different alleles, IA, IB, and I of the gene determine the phenotype of four blood groups. Okay, so IA alleles determine the formation of antigen A and IB allele of antigen B. Means a person who carry only two of these alleles, one from each parent, and however with three alleles it is possible to obtain six genotypic combination. Okay, and these also both IA and IB are the dominant over, since a person with genotype IA and IB produce both antigen, and alleles IA or IB are said to be codominant. So they are both expressed in the phenotype as AB, and the genotype of various blood group indicate that they are inherited in the simple Mendelian fashion. Okay, so offspring with all the four kind of blood groups are possible in a cross between two parent heterozygous for blood group A and B. Okay, so on the basis of blood group, parent blood group of the children can be predicted as you see in your slide. Means like as you see that phenotype, phenotypic जानते हैं ना आप लोग, phenotypic जो express होता है, genotypic means which represent gene which is represent for that. Okay, so like hemoglobin is represented by I, so your hemoglobin blood group is represented by I. In like इफ़ योर ब्लड ग्रुप इज़ ओ, आपका ब्लड ग्रुप ओ होगा तो आपकी बॉडी में जो एंटीबॉडीज़ हैं वो आपके प्रेजेंट हो सकते हैं। ए एंटी भी हो सकता है, बी भी हो सकता है। ओके, ए है तो आपके में एंटी बी होगा, और बी है तो आपका एंटीजन ए होगा, और ए बी का कोई एंटीजन नहीं होता। इस तरीके के क्वेश्चन आते हैं, ठीक है। सो दीज आर बेटा मल्टीपल एलील, एंड फ्रॉम दिस table I hope you all understand or predict the blood group of next generation. Okay, this is all about your complementary genes and multiple alleles. This is very necessary to be understand it very carefully. It is very important, interesting beta if you want. Okay, if you have any query, please discuss with me in your Zoom classes. Thank you.